Hi there everyone, and Ryan here, and you are watching Crypto Grinders. Now today we have a very special guest from Triip.me, and his name is Hi.
Hi. Yes.
Hi there, Hi. So Hi is the CEO of Triip, and this is basically a travel platform from what I understand.
Yes.
Now, what makes this travel platform so special is that it's empowering locals to travel, and also it's empowering individuals to travel, locals to travel. All right.
Empowering local to decentralize travel.
Empowering locals to decentralize travel. Now, this is something that is very unique, very different, because to me, I understand that travel is already very much a decentralized activity, from what I understand. So how is it that when you say that you're going to help locals, empower locals to decentralize travel, what does that exactly mean?
Okay, firstly, we as a company, we have been around for the last 4 years, and we are basically a sharing economy platform.
Right.
So think of Uber, but for local tour.
Okay.
So you don't go to tour company, but you get on the Triip platform. You have a local who interested in art, music, and they create an art music tour based on their hobby, their experience, and their knowledge. Then they will offer this tour so that when you like art and music, you have someone who are like-minded and who want to local to show you around.
Definitely.
So it's very different from the traditional model when you go to a tour company or when you go on a group tour. 20 people listen to one tour guide and you go from one place to another place. And even if there is millions of customers, they still go to the same 1, 2, 3 places around town. And that will create a big problem in terms of mass tourism, where a few destinations, a hotspot within the city, experience so many travelers, where the rest of the city, nobody go and explore. So when we started, we have, for example, a retired journalist who really good at knowing where is the good beer. Then he created a tour in Cape Town, South Africa, to find the best craft beer within the city. We have a dancer who say that if you like dance, I will take you to different dance club and I can dance with you. And we even have a Harvard professor that creates an unofficial Harvard tour that he say more interesting than the official Harvard tour.
Right.
Yeah.
So these are basically locals in various countries, right, providing their knowledge of the countries that they're living in.
Together with their habit, this is what they like, and they do it out of their goodwill. So therefore, the price is very affordable because they don't work as a company.
Sure.
So that's why we have been disrupt the travel space in the last 4 years.
Right, and this was basically the model of how Triip actually started.
Yes.
So tell me a little bit more about yourself, Hai. Like, what made you so interested about the space? So I understand that you studied in Singapore, in SIM, so the Singapore Institute of Management, before you actually decided to become an entrepreneur. But what was your very first business venture?
When I was the second-year student in the University of Buffalo, New York, in Singapore campus. So I was studying communications and I was very interested in the power of internet. So I learned how to build a community, a website just by myself. So the first community we do is we provide template or skin for Yahoo Blogger. Back then Yahoo Blogger is very still popular and a lot of people use it. So somehow it grew to 500,000 users within 1.5 years. And suddenly I managed 500,000 people. And we make money from Google AdSense, we make money from advertising, and it's like 12 years ago. As a student, I make about 5K per month in Singapore.
Good money for a student.
But for me, that was the time I realized that's the power of internet. Because when I send a message to about 500,000 users, I just randomly ask them this question: are you doing okay last week? Whatever happened, it's happened for a reason. Be kind, and here's a good story from Sylvester Stallone. Learn from him. I got 10,000 of email come back. How do you know that? Last week was my bad week. How do you know all of my problem? And there's one email that struck me until today is that one guy, he said that I just get out from the hospital. I committed suicide. I read like, oh, shit. He was a talented engineer, also studying, working at the same time. The stress killing him. And because of the story from Sylvester Stallone, he said that he made a decision to live on. So that's what the moment I realized that with the power of internet, just one email, you can encourage a lot of people, and sometimes you save life. And because of that moment, I decided for the rest of my life, I want to use the power of internet to empower more people. So the companies going up, and when Yahoo go down, it's go down together. I sold to another social network. Then I built social network. I built payment gateway for banks. I built mobile healthcare device at Misfit Wearable. I built ebook apps where you can get a lot of read of books or ebook. I built a social network for 20 million mobile gamers. And so in the past 12 years, I think I failed so many things, from hardware to software. But every project is a chance for me to learn. So for me, nothing is as a failure. It's a priceless lessons. I learned how to build, how hard it is to build hardware company. And I learned how to spend $1 million per month when I worked at one of the social network in Vietnam. We spent $1 million.
$1 million a month.
A month on
that
billboard.
Would be nice.
Yeah, but it does. So because there's a lot of founders when they have no money, they were like, "What if I have money? What if I have $1 million?" But for me, I saw what we can get with $1 million spent already. It doesn't get you that far. So the mindset is very different. But thanks to those lessons, when I started Triip 4 years ago, I think I'm well equipped. And until today, Triip still survive. Thanks to all the lessons in the last 12 years that I got.
It's not only surviving, it's actually profitable, by the way. It's just being very humble. Hi, tell me, why do you decide, especially as an entrepreneur, right? And of course, you've been in the tech space, you've built payment gateways, you've helped banks, especially. Why do you decide to step into the cryptocurrency space or the blockchain space, to be more specific?
I think it's not about technology. For me, Uber or Grab doesn't kill taxi company. It's just that fair control and the lack of users experience is the one that kills taxi company. Netflix doesn't kill Blockbuster. So the key thing is technology is not the one to blame for disrupt traditional business or the one who enable the business. The lack of being user-friendly and user-centric. So for me, why I came to blockchain after 4 years running Triip, because I have a problem and I want to make Triip easier for people to use. I have to make Triip helpful for more local to use. That's why I come to use blockchain as an enabler to help. Within our operations, for example, we have about 6,000 local guys who are approved tour in 100 countries. When we are a Singapore company, how do you transfer money to people in 100 different countries? And in many countries where PayPal is either banned as well. So for us, that is the need, because the tour guide need money after they finish the tour. They need it fast.
Yes.
At the moment, we do our best to send within 3 days. But again, 3 days is still long, right? So how do I give the money within 10 minutes as a very minimum fee?
Right.
So that's kind of question is the question that I asked for the last 4 years. And apart from the traveler.
So these were the problems that actually the local guys were having. Like after they conducted a tour for the group or for the individuals, they wanted to get paid. But you mentioned that the existing payment gateways that are available at the moment are actually hindering them.
Yes, correct. And also, how do the traveler trust the local guy, right? And you see in own sharing economy model, there has to be a centralized company to do the trust. Airbnb will help you to verify the houses. Grab will help you to verify the driver, right? And as Triip in the past, we are the one to verify these are the local guys who are trust or knowledgeable. And in the past 4 years, we worked very hard to get to 6,000 local guys across the world. And it took us about 1 week and $100 of operation cost to verify someone with criminal background checks, with knowledgeable checks, and also have to train them to be a good tour guide. And we realized that it's 6,000 tour guides in the last 4 years, $100 each. But my goal is to bring more jobs to more local. We're looking at 1 million more local with jobs in 200 countries. 6,000 go to 1 million. How many years is it gonna take? So the current way we do by centralize our operations, every tour guide will submit their tour to Triip. We verify we do it on, and then we publish on our platform. It will take forever to get to 1 million. So that's how we say, what is a different way that we can make this work? And because of that question, that lead us to use the blockchains as a solution for us.
Okay, so take me through the journey. Like when I download your app as a user, I can obviously book hotels, I can book the flight, right? And of course,
flight no.
You can't book a flight. You can only book for the
tour
tours,
and hotel.
Tour and hotels. Okay, so from then, basically I will engage in, obviously there's a filter to choose what kind of activities that I want to do within the city, so on and so forth. So after I've done that, after I've done my tour, how do I pay the tour guide? Or everything is done internally?
You done in advance.
Ah, okay.
So when you book everything, you pay in advance, and we keep the money.
Okay, so it's escrow.
Yeah, escrow model. After the tour is complete 3 days, then we transfer fiat money to the tour guide. So that's what in the past. With the new crypto platform, both traveler and local guide make a smart contract.
Okay.
And when the tour is done, the smart contract is executed, the money auto release to the local guy.
But isn't there an issue at the moment where to convert crypto to fiat, how have you solved that problem when many payment gateways at the moment and off-chain payment solutions are struggling to actually have that conversion done?
I think first of all, we done that for the last 4 years.
Okay.
We done thousands of transfer already, and it's fiat. We're using fiat money.
Sure.
It's super costly for us.
Okay.
So right now, when we're applying to use crypto payment,
yes,
even though it's at a 3% or 5% out of all the payments case, it tremendously increase our profit margin.
Okay.
And it always speed up the process a lot.
Okay.
And for us, right, it's when a lot of people think like, oh, you are a travel platform, you tokenize your platform, which means you allow traveler or cryptocurrency owner to book more travel product. It's just one side of the equations. What we do is we want to create an economy where there is a need for people to buy the TriipMiles token, and there are people who want to sell the TriipMiles token. So this is how we can solve the problem. For example, every crypto project in travel will tell you that, oh, you will be able to book hotel, you'll be able to book tour, you'll be able to fly with crypto.
Exactly.
That's easy, right?
Yeah.
But for us, how about the local? How about what make people buy the TriipMiles other than just spending? So because we are an economy, let's take for example the tour company in Cape Town, they want to list their tour on Triip.
Okay.
In the past, they just submit the tour and then we process, verify. It takes time for us, but now they don't do that anymore. The tour company here submit the tour to the community, and we have people who apply as a reviewer. So these are the people from the retired tour guide. They done their time, they have great experience, but they stay home for now. So they will be the one who read the content of the tour, make suggestions, just like the expert on the ICO bench, to review feedback. And these people will be the one directly grading this tour content, not us anymore.
Now my next question about this, nowadays there are a lot of websites that actually have fake reviewers, you know, and people who put up contents, liking and so on and so forth. It happens on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, you can buy all these. What prevents your reviewing mechanism from all these fake reviewers? For example, if I was one of the local tour guides, for example, and I wasn't very popular, I was very new to the platform, I submitted, I get approved, but not many people know me. I could potentially hire people to kind of put up fake reviews for the site. Could your platform actually filter all these kind of things?
Well, first of all, we reviewing other tour is one of the job that you can work at Triip platform.
Sure.
So that we have like a lot of backpacker traveler who travel on a budget, and his job is to book a tour on the Triip platform, give a review, and give it back. That's for sure,
from
right?
From the client.
Yeah, from the clients. But for him, right, if he giving fake review, his reputation in the blockchain will tank.
Correct, but that's the problem, right? Because I have friends who actually do Airbnb in other countries as well. So sometimes they say, hey, could you do me a favor by putting in your email, and then after that you can book on the there's no fee for booking, right? There's no fee for booking, and then after that you can submit a review and then cancel. So there are instances that even my friends who run all these Airbnb, they run their own Airbnb, they're asking me to do that for them so that they can have a high rating. So that was actually my comment to that question that you were saying. Yes. So how do you prevent people from manipulating? So you did mention that if they put in fake reviews, it will tank. How would the system know?
Well, it's take time for us to learn.
Sure.
That's why 4 year of operation teaches all of these things.
Right.
Because the pattern is quite obvious.
Yeah.
You can do it for example, your friend can do for you 1 or 2 times.
Yeah.
That's it, right?
Yeah.
But we don't want to realize our algorithm based on the people just give review 1 or 2 times.
Sure.
There will be more like professional reviewer who register with us. They have more money. Their reputations, and they will earn a lot more money if they stay clean in the system, and they do good for the system. Then they reward more.
Okay.
The one who sometimes give 1 or 2 review, we take into account, but it's not become a really high portion of the level. So with the way we design the system, the better review you give, the more honest you are, you get reward. But once you get like sometimes we found that you do a fraud when the whole thing is gone, like your reputation for the whole life is gone. And there will be other member of the community to work as an arbitrator, as an inspector
to verify
this.
Gotcha.
So in the past, you see, more of this work put on Airbnb staff. So Airbnb staff are the one who verify, to inspect, and to settle on this case. But now we say, okay, if you do that, it's huge money. You give that role to different people. And lucky is enough that we have been able to identify a lot of people, good people in the past to work with us. So right now we already have like 6,000 people who are tour guide, and we have about a few thousand people who are retired tour guide who want to do this. And for the traveler and backpacker, we have people who book the hotel with us.
Sure.
We have people who book the tour with us already. Those are the first person that we say you are qualified to become the reviewer, to become the verifier. If you're new to the system, well, obviously you'll not be able to do that.
Okay. So now I am someone who is interested in being a user. Okay, so let's talk about the user. So right now, do I have to buy Triip tokens in order to book a hotel and tour guide? Do I have to do that?
You don't have to do that.
Okay.
So for me, I believe that blockchain is the future. But the now mean the best of both worlds. So you can both use fiat money and you can use cryptocurrency.
Okay.
But right now, if you're using TriipMiles token, you will have a better price compared to the one that you're using fiat.
Okay.
So we use that as an incentive.
Okay.
Even though in terms of pricings, our hotel price is in 60% of the case. If you search about 100 hotel, there was 60% of the case, our price is really the best price.
Better. Okay. So as a search engine and as an aggregator platform, it's still not too bad. In a sense that at least it's still competitive. So right now, if I was to buy your Triip tokens, how does it work? Take me through this journey. So if I buy your Triip tokens, I can start. If I buy your Triip tokens, I'm assuming that I can buy. Can I buy from the platform, or do I buy it on exchange? Let's say after the ICO, of course. Right? How does it work?
So I think we will, because our approach is always user-centric approach. So whatever convenient for the user, then we'll make it happen.
Okay.
So for example, with the crypto owner, what we work is like, most of the people already have their own wallet,
Yes.
right? So how do we make it easy for people to buy the TriipMiles token?
Yes.
That's why we decided to host our public ICO on Kyber network through their product called Kyber Go.
Okay.
So Kyber Go is an upcoming product from Kyber that allowing investor, crypto owner to participate within the ICO that they supported easily.
Okay.
If you are a Kyber network user, you already done your KYC. So when you jump over to the Triip ICO, you don't have to do the KYC again. So that's how we think, how do we make it easier for the investor?
Yes.
And we are a part of, we're going to have launched a partnership with Trust Wallet. So with using, if you have a Trust Wallet account, you already have money in, you can easily use the Kyber app within the Trust Wallet to swap from Ethereum or whatever wallet to TriipMiles instantly within your wallet.
Okay.
So that's how we think the way we do. And obviously, for a completely new user who have no idea about what is cryptocurrency, we will guide them to accept from fiat and then tell them that if they use this, they convert to TriipMiles, so we will sell the token on the platform. So that's what we are doing.
Okay.
But
so there's an internal demand.
Internal demand as well. Yeah.
And so for example, if I'm someone who is a very frequent traveler,
Yes.
how do I benefit from the TriipMiles tokens? As in, I'm just very frequent, I always been using your platform, so I earn TriipMiles tokens from what I understand.
Yep.
So from then, these TriipMiles tokens will then be allowing me to have a further discount on the tour guide and of course for booking hotels. Is
Yep.
that correct? It's quite straightforward. So this part is quite similar to most points-based, rewards-based models already. Is there anything unique other than what I just highlighted?
Yes. If you are a frequent traveler, maybe when you give reviews on the hotel,
Okay.
you give. So for more example, if you like a place, a restaurant or something, you give a review maybe on TripAdvisor. You got a thank you note from TripAdvisor,
Okay.
and that's it,
Okay.
right?
You know, most times I don't really put the review, so I don't even know whether you get points. So,
Yeah.
so you're trying to say that if you're trying to say that TripAdvisor, Agoda, Airbnb, okay. So all these search engines, if I put a review, I don't get any points.
You don't get many. Yeah, you don't get any points.
Okay, just to clarify, because I don't do reviews, so sorry if
So
I don't.
I think like the biggest website, TripAdvisor, the
Okay.
more you give review, the higher your level.
Okay.
And when the higher your level, right, some hotel, if they know that you are a top level contributor on TripAdvisor,
Okay.
they will upgrade you for free.
Okay.
They will give you, for example, if you stay 2 nights, they give you an extra night for free.
So it's if you're actively giving reviews
Yes.
as a frequent traveler,
Yes.
that's something that TriipMiles has, or Triip has?
TriipMiles will be able to provide that,
Yes, correct.
but in a more sophisticated way.
Oh, okay.
Because for TripAdvisor or review, right, you cannot sure that that person stay in that hotel or that person actually use the service or not.
There you go.
But because you book through our system, so that we confirm the transactions, and you use TriipMiles in hotel, in tour, so the history of the history of using all of this service will be able to tell the hotel that this is an important guest.
Okay.
And hotel will be able to buy this data, and buying is me not buying from Triip. The hotel will say that, okay, this hotel want to know about your profile. Do you want to let them know? Then you have a complete control of which data you want to share to them.
Right.
And I think for frequent traveler, you will love to
Have that personalization.
have that personalization because that's make you have benefit, that's make you contribute. And sometimes, right, do you think that when you stay at one place, you take a photo on Instagram, you got like 100 likes on Instagram, you make people know about that place, right? Do you get anything from the hotel?
You don't.
No, right? Because that's where the part where the travel world is still very centralized. The hotels have to list themselves on the OTA. Then the OTA.
What's an OTA?
OTA mean over. What's the OTA mean? Okay.
Online travel agency.
Yeah. Okay. The hotel will list on the OTA. It's like online travel agencies. So it's the platform, for example, like Booking.com, like Agoda.com. So they are a big OTA where travelers go there to book different products. It's very hard for the hotel to get direct customer because they have to spend a ton of money on Facebook ad. They spend a ton of money on Google search engine, which is make it very, very high,
so
very
it's so
tough.
much easier to just work with the OTAs.
With the OTA.
Okay.
And because of that, right, they have to give a huge chunk of commissions to the OTA. And in the result, the traveler, the one in the end, pay higher price. But what if the traveler, after he stay at hotel, he said, oh, this is a beautiful hotel. If you book this, then just follow this link. So he got a referral link by himself. The moment he booked, the hotel is alert that this direct booking came from this guy. So the hotel can pay that money directly to the traveler who refer the product instead of going through
the
OTA.
Oh, that's so much. That is actually very good.
Yep.
Right. So it's like a referral, and especially as someone like myself who loves to travel, and I just stayed in a very nice hotel, or I actually had a very good experience from my local guide. I could actually also earn from this referral.
Yes, correct.
Okay, that's something new. Okay.
Yeah.
So apart from that, right, as an investor, okay, there are people, unfortunately, who don't have the opportunity to travel very often. If I'm not a frequent traveler, how can I participate in this platform? Like, I'm just someone who just doesn't have the opportunity to travel. Is there a place for me as an investor, for example, who just wants to buy the Triip tokens? Can I do anything as a Triip token holder?
Oh, well, I think that's for sure, because the way we design the economy is to get more people to participate in. If you cannot travel, you can sit home and write.
Okay. Or be a local guide.
Be a local guide,
right?
Writing, being an arbitrator.
Right.
Whenever there is a dispute case between the traveler and the tour guide, or between two sides, you come in and have to arbitrate the case. You become the judge.
So even if you don't travel, you can be an arbitrator, or you can write, right?
Yes,
okay,
it is.
cool,
It
cool,
is.
cool. Okay. Wow. So there's actually something for everybody, because there are certain platforms where you join, but unfortunately because you are too busy or whatever reason, you cannot even have an opportunity to utilize the platform. And this is something that's so unique and so different. Okay. Right, so now let's talk about the investor standpoint.
Okay.
Okay, I think that's the part where a lot of people would be interested in. So let's say, for example, if I am an investor, I am interested in purchasing a lot of your Triip tokens. Does that help me out in any way?
Yes, I think first of all, it's important that when you buy our token, which is a utility token, first you will never lose the money.
Okay.
Because what if you cannot trade on the exchange or anything, what happened, right? You can always use the token that you bought on the service that we're providing, which is 1.9 million hotels in 228 countries, 6,000 tours at the moment in 100 countries.
Okay, what if I give you a scenario? Let's say I bought your token at a certain price. And I bought maybe at a high. Right, because the cryptocurrency markets are extremely volatile. And now, of course, I'm holding onto these cryptocurrencies that are probably less in value on the exchange. What happens, and how is that value going to be able to be utilized? Right, at least I can still go for something, right? How is that value going to be utilized on the platform? Because let's say I bought each Triip token at $1, but unfortunately, because of the current market conditions like it is today, it's 50% down. What happens? How does it work?
Well, I think first of all, compared to any other ICO, when the market is down, people hold.
They can't do anything.
They cannot do anything,
honestly,
right? They can't do anything. So for us, we will say, okay, yes, instead of holding, you can take some to experience product, having fun. our product is been using, and actually when you are as an investor who book the tokens, right, and use it for our service, you should share it, because that's the great news for us. In fact, we have just have one, we organized something called, we don't know whether we are the first one in the world or not, but maybe we are among the first, that we just organize a crypto retreat for the group, our first investor, that they are going to Bhutan.
Oh, wow.
Asia happiest country.
Okay.
So the entire retreat are paid through crypto money.
Okay.
Yep.
Right.
So they are one of the first private investor in Triip, and we tell them like, when you invest in something, you should use the product. So we say, okay, but how?
Yep.
They say, okay, well, we're gonna create a unique retreat for you.
Okay.
So all of them are believer in blockchain, early crypto user.
Sure.
They take the trip to Bhutan all together in 5 days, 4 nights, and all paid by Ethereum, because our Triip token is not ready yet.
Sure.
But after the trip, they say like, oh my God, this is like the first time I can feel that I can use my crypto for real world uses.
I'm ready to use my crypto, really. Because if whatever I'm buying right now, unfortunately I have to catch up into fiat. I'm ready to use crypto if that is available. So what do you have for us?
I think for me it's like this. When I look at the blockchain market, it's like the Wild Wild West. You go there, there's no infrastructure. So on the ICO last year and this year, is focusing on building the road, railway, electricities. But once the infrastructure is there, there is a new town already built. It's time to build a shopping mall, restaurant, cafe, and that's where we are at. We want to be the pioneer in providing real-world use case for crypto owner, and I think by the end of this year, after we launch our ICO, within the end of this year, you'll be able to use TriipMiles token through our platform already. And I'm glad I'm gonna invite you to be like the first few to book the hotel, book the tour. But I think the next Bhutan retreat, definitely you'll be there.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Sounds good.
Yes.
So right now, if I was to want to use the platform, I can already pay in Ethereum. I can pay in Ethereum, or how does it work?
Right now, you're still paying using fiat.
Okay.
But for special requests, we can create an Ethereum wallet for you guys.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Wow, sounds good, guys.
Yep.
So, hi, is there any parting words before we end off the interview?
I think one of the things I like is when I look at there's a lot of new blockchain project coming in, right? And people say that blockchain will be the future, it will power the next generation, next economy. But for me, when I look hard back in the past and until now, blockchain or not, right, great project, great company are always powered by the passion from the people. And in the last 4 years, I was fortunate and lucky enough to be able to work with so many passionate local who willing to spend their time in the weekend providing guiding and tour for travelers from all around the world.
Right.
And one of the most happy moments for me is when one of our top local guy in Tokyo, Mr. Cancer, he decided to put $1,000 in the TriipMiles token as an investor. So the moment when your local, your tour guide decided to join the crypto as an investor, I think that's something proof that as long as you work, you empower for other people, there will always be business, there will always be people who support. And that's what I believe in the power of blockchain to decentralize and bring more people to participate in the economy.
Now, before we end, I definitely want to give you all something very, very special. So, Hai has mentioned that there will be one lucky winner that will be able to go to Bhutan. So all you have to do is join the Telegram, right? Their Telegram, triip.me, right? The Telegram group, and comment, I am from Crypto Grinders, or I am from Crypto Grinders, or Crypto Grinders. They will be able to pick one lucky winner to be able to travel to Bhutan. So this is one of those things that we want to give to you today, right?
Yes.
And yeah, so quickly click on the link below, guys, and join their Telegram group. Thank you so much, Hai. Thank you so much for joining, and we'll see you in the next AMA.
Yes. Bye.
Thank you.